Hello everyone and... Hello! My face is here. That's the game? Is that the game? I don't know where it is. So yeah, a couple of things here. First of all, usually when I record I have one of my headphones not on my ears just because I can hear myself better that way. I think that looks a little bit stupid on camera, so I'm not gonna go. Oh, this is so annoying with a controller that's not N64. Where's the G? This is alphabetical again. I don't like alphabetical keyboards. So I am going to do it like this, but that might require me to talk a little bit louder. So I'm going to actually. That's going to be a little better. Secondly, let me pick up my phone. Or actually, do I have my other camera with me? I do. Hang on, one moment. Okay, I'm back again. I started back on YouTube with saying I don't have a webcam anymore. Also, I should be looking in the lens, not at the monitor on top of it. And that's still true. And that's why I didn't have a face cam. But then I realized, what the heck are you doing? You have a cinema camera. Literally like in arm's reach at any time when recording these videos. So just go grab that one, set that one up, and I've got another camera here to show you how ridiculous my current setup is. So let's do that, and let's make sure that it's actually visible what I'm doing. So you guys can hopefully now see this. I've got these two lights set up, and then I've got this camera instead of a goddamn webcam. Yeah, it's a little bit overkill. For sure. And don't forget to load in that footage later, because otherwise I'm gonna look very stupid. So I might have to get like used to doing this whole... Can you just don't repeat? No, don't repeat. So this whole webcam thing again. I don't know if I should say webcam per se, and it's going to entail a little bit of extra video editing on my part because obviously that camera is not hooked up into my PC. I'm recording this in the camera and then doing a little bit more editing, but it's just like literally. Oh no! What button should I be using? Oh no! This is horrible. Oh, I definitely picked a wrong... Oh, I definitely picked a wrong analog stick to be mapped to the wrong thing. That's not good. And things are inverted. Are they usually inverted in Pokemon Snap? Also, this is Pokemon Snap. I'll get into... Oh man, this is horrible. This is actually stupid. This is very not good for me. Butterfree, look at me. Look at me, Butterfree. Huh. Let me go look at the controls real quickly. Okay, so I have now fixed it a little bit. I don't know what's with the inverse controls for the camera. I suspect that might be in the options, though I kind of doubt it since it's like a 1996 game. But I really don't know what's up with that. I just did rebinding of the controls in the inverted way so that it's normal again for me. Especially with like, well, I wouldn't want to say actually, especially with inverted controls horizontally or vertically, especially. I have issues with it. A lot of the times I have issues with inverted controls, and sometimes I want inverted controls, and I still can't really put any rhyme or reason as to which one I prefer at which points. Give me the Butterfree, give me... Yeah. So, it's been a while since I played Pokemon Snap, and I don't think I've ever really played on an emulator before. I did choose to go with the emulator because it just looks better than playing it on hardware. You're still playing it on hardware because everything is hardware, but you know what I mean. Might as well just take a photo of Kangaskhan. Because I used to play it on the Wii Virtual Console, but I didn't really want to set up my Wii for this, and then the resolution and the quality in general is going to be much lower anyway. So I figured let's just go ahead and play it on a Project 64 emulator. So you might be thinking, well, this is kind of out of the blue. This happened out of nowhere, and it did. And that's because the whole live streaming thing I've been doing, it's not as nice as I imagined it being. So I'm going to not do that as much. In the meantime, I'm going to... Oh no, that's a horrible photo. That's also quite a horrible photo. That's a good butterfly. That's a good butterfly if I've ever seen one. Also, textures, a little bit weird. That's the emulator. I don't know, the recording actually seems to pick up on them a little bit better. Okay, so now the inverted thing is actually inverted. It's a whole thing. So live streaming hasn't been going very, very well, especially the last couple of weeks. And then I figured that was supposed to be a Meowth photo, to be honest. So I figured let's just stop doing that, especially since, and then the videos. Can I just please go to Professor Oak? Thank you. Yeah. Then the videos are made out of those. Of course, I lose those upload slots. So do I go back to just doing 7 Nuzlocke videos a week? I could have, but I really didn't like doing 7 Nuzlocke videos a week anyway, because I like to give the opportunity to like catch up on things, and especially with a Nuzlocke, if you get behind, and it's just not good. It's just not as fun. So I'm going to go every other day. So it's going to be Nuzlocke, Pokemon Snap, Nuzlocke, Pokemon Snap. Pokemon Snap itself probably isn't going to last too long altogether. It's probably only going to last for like a week. 2 weeks, because it's every other day. And I suppose it's going to be like 7 or 8 episodes. And maybe a little bit more, but not much more. And after that, I don't know what I am going to play. I do want to keep it a little bit like Pokemon spin-off type of games. But if you guys have other games, I'm glad to take those on as well. I'm thinking about doing Pokemon Conquest. I would very much like to do Pokemon Ranger, but it's just a bitch on emulators, and especially with like... There's all kinds of things which stop me from doing Pokemon Ranger. I would very much love to do Pokemon Ranger, but I won't. And then there's the Mission for Dungeon games, which I do want to get back to, and I want to replay those. But they have a lot of dialogue, and I actually talk about this in an upcoming Pokemon Black video as well. I don't need to see a Pokemon report, let's just go to the next course. I talk about like my plans for Pokemon Mystery Dungeon and why I don't really want to do it again, because I'm not very good at reading out dialogue. I like story-heavy games, I really do. I just don't like when I have to read out the story audibly myself, because frankly, I'm not good at reading. Which sounds a little bit stupid, but it's definitely true. So I'll just leave you to watch that video instead of me explaining it here again. I don't want to repeat myself too much. Come on, Electabuzz! I think that's a decent picture. I wouldn't want to have that picture in my Pokédex, but then again, I don't even know why I'm taking these pictures. Are you taking these pictures for them to be in the Pokédex? Also, I probably should mention one more thing about the whole camera thing. I don't think that was a very good picture. The whole camera thing, it's fairly close to my face, isn't it? And I think in the video at the beginning of this episode, you could probably see that it's not that close to me. I mean, I can reach out an arm and not touch the lens. It's just the lens that's on it is a fairly wide one, actually. It's just the camera itself, it crops in quite a bit, and that's fairly annoying, I would say. So there's not much I can do about that other than just straight up buy in an even wider lens, which that costs money, which I at the moment don't have in access. So the one good thing though about me not using a built-in webcam and oh, that's a great picture, and using a camera is that I can, if need be, cut to a full screen view, like I'm doing probably right now, of the camera and then back to the game, because I won't have to like zoom in to like very pixely face. And at 16:9, I'm gonna crop it like, stop it probably about right here-ish. But the source footage I am capturing, oh yeah, I can't do that, yeah. is 16 by 9. So it's just the normal thing that's just standard YouTube. So it's all very exciting. It is. What is not very exciting is the last part of this course, because you literally can't do anything. So you know what I'll do? I'll torment the Magnemite and drink some water. Which... That's fine. How long have we been going? It's only about like 12 minutes in, and we've already done 2 of the courses. So I think now we get to Pestables and then we go back to the first course, right? I think that's how this works. It's been quite a while. I probably should focus a little bit more on the game, because I've been playing a little bit of autopilot. Ooh, that seems like it would be good, right? Would it be better to have it a little bit bigger and knocked out, or in the process of being knocked out? I'm gonna go ahead and guess this would be the better picture. And then, oh, you're very big and centered in the frame. You're gonna get me a lot of points. The thing is, I can't really see what the pictures are like because of the emulator being a little bit glitchy. Oh, I love this picture. I don't know if Professor Oak will, but I do. I mean, it's a couple of points because we have no Zubats yet in our Pokemon album. And then this Pikachu might be better than the Pikachu I had before, so let's go with that one. And to Professor Oak we go. Let's see, what's new here? Pikachu, let me see this Pikachu compared to the... I think this one will actually be worse. Yeah, definitely it's worse. Oh, apparently its pose is very more interesting. So it actually is a little bit better. We get some points. Electabuzz, totally new. Size, it's great. Pose, it's fainted. That's a good pose. Technique, right in the middle of the frame. Well, it's the entirety of the frame. 3,300 points. Electrode, size, it's gotta be good. Pose, it's probably kind of boring. Oh, wow. That's 1,000. It's not doing anything. That gets me 1,000 points. Technique, right in the middle of the frame. That's like another 3,480 points. Zubat, size, 130. Fair enough. And that's it. At least it's 133 points, right? So Haunter, probably the pose is not going to be too great either. I don't think it's going to be in the middle of the frame. Nah, it's just a bad picture altogether. This should get me a lot of pose points, because I think the fact that I have Diglett and Pikachu in one frame should help me quite a bit. 440 points with the pose, trying to go underground, 1,000 points, and then technique. You fucking what? It's not in the middle of the frame, but it's literally at 1/3 golden ratio, right? Or rule of thirds, but golden ratio. It works with golden ratio. And then the Pikachu is on the other 1/3 line. It's literally a balanced composition. What are you on about? I really want Pokemon Snap 2 to be a thing, unlike the 3DS. I know the 3DS is on its way out, so it's not gonna happen. But do we just go to the beach again and get better pictures? I think I just need better pictures of some beach Pokemon. Well, okay. I really want Pokemon Snap 2 to happen, also itchy nose. But I want... And it's not gonna happen, because if it happens... It's not a, like, crash course in photography, I'm very aware, but the things like, it's in the middle of the frame. Please, if you are trying to take, like, serious photographs of anything, I don't have a Dodo picture at all, actually. And you think, let me take a nice picture of this and frame something in literally the middle of the frame. I guess if you're doing this for the Pokédex and for scientific purposes, the middle of the frame would be better. But that's about it, really, because the middle of the frame usually is rather not nice to look at for a picture. Usually you want things at 1/3, both in, like, the upper 1/3 line, like, well, where my eyes are right now, pretty much. And that's not true for this webcam, because it's pretty much my entire face. But my eyes probably should be roughly at 1/3 from the sides. I don't know. I don't know how I'm trying to explain photography in a Pokemon video, okay? I'm not even a photographer. But composition doesn't just matter for photography, I suppose. It matters for everything visual, really. I mean, as a filmmaker, of course, you are very involved with composition, but even as a painter you would be, and I'm a horrible painter. I'm not a painter whatsoever, as a matter of fact. Shouldn't Lapras be there? At least I have a Lapras picture, right? Can you... I think... Oh, that's an upgrade to get later in the game, isn't it? Where you... I don't think... Do I have an Eevee picture? I don't have a proper Eevee picture at any rate. Where you can actually speed through parts, because if you're redoing quarters over and over and over and over again, it's not really a lot of fun to just... Because I can just take more pictures of this Kangaskhan. It's not going to matter, because I can't take a good picture of it yet. I think I will be able to take a better picture of the Meowth, though, just because the one I took before, it counted as a Pidgey, and I want to have it fainted. So please... I think that'll be a better picture just because of the pose. So as you can see, we're progressing through this game rather quickly. So maybe the 1 week mark is realistic for this game. And it'll be just 3 or 4 episodes in a short series before we get into the next one. And let me know what you want me to play. I don't know if I asked you for that yet, but you definitely should let me know what you want me to play next after this. I don't think any of this will be very good for me. This Lapras seems better to me, so I'm gonna go with that one. And then probably this Meowth. I'm also between episodes going to look into like emulator settings for video, because there's a lot of artifacting and I don't know. I'm gonna guess that the recording has it as well. Let me look at that. It's a lot smaller on the recording, so I can't really tell, but I think it does have the same. So at least its size is better. Its pose has got to be better. Wow, that's a lot better. It's in the middle of the frame, so that's like 2,000 more points for me. Dodo, free Pokemon, it's not that good. Lapras, same. It's probably not going to be that good, but it's at least a couple of points, right? Meowth is... It's bound to be better. Its size is going to be worse. Its pose, however, it's pretty funny. The thing is dying. He's knocked the fuck out. That's not pretty funny. That's horrible. But it's more points than I had before, so it's totally good. So I think that gets me over 20,000 points, which gets me the Pestables, which then allow me to... No, they don't. Let's go back to the tunnel again. I don't know when I get your first upgrade. It's gotta be 25,000, because it can't be much higher than the 20,000 I already have, right? I mean, I know I can get Electrode to photographer. Photograph it when it's exploding, and it'll probably be a lot better as far as points go. But that's pretty much... And I can get a better Zubat if I'm lucky, right? So that also helps. I probably should try to get a Kakuna as well. Kakuna, there we go. Can I get... Oh, that was a nice and big Kakuna. I don't know if it counted as an Electrode or a Kakuna. I'm gonna hope a Kakuna, because it was nice and big in the frame. Prepare for the Zubat. I think we got a decent Zubat there. Get a better Haunter as well. Try to get a Pikachu here. Possibly. Oh, that's a huge Pikachu. Wow. Try to get a better Haunter. When it's coming this way, it's got to be better already, right? I don't know. Let's get another shot for Zubat coming up. Okay, one of those has got to be better than the one. I don't know if I'm making any funny faces, by the way. Looking back editing this, also I didn't leave any space for a common question of the day. I probably won't be doing that in this series anyway. Maybe actually... Isn't this a Ghastly rather than a Haunter, actually? I guess we'll see. I think one of them is a Ghastly and the other is a Haunter. I might be misremembering. I might just not know what I'm talking about. So there's nothing for me to do here anymore, because this Electabuzz is not going to be better than the one I already have, and I can't take a picture of Magnemite, I don't think. I mean, I'm going to try, but Something tells me that it's not going to... Maybe it will work. Maybe it will work and I'm just misremembering. Maybe... Okay, and now we wait. I'm probably just gonna cut out this little part because this is very boring. And as soon as I can speed through this kind of thing, it's going to be much better. Okay, so let's take a look at the pictures we took. Definitely for Electrode, we're gonna go with this one. And then, that's a Kakuna. But that is also Kakuna. No. Okay, so the inverted stick thing is gonna be an issue either way. That is a good Kakuna. It's not the best Kakuna ever. That's a decent Zubat. Oh, but this Zubat seems a lot better. Yeah, it definitely is. I think this might be my best Pikachu yet. And definitely I've got some good Haunters here. This might be a decent Haunter. I think this is the best Haunter because you can see it up front. Yeah, and then the Magnemite just doesn't register for some reason. I don't know what you need for that Magnemite to register, to be honest. But that's a couple of photos, so let's take a look. Pikachu, I don't know if we're going to improve our score for. All the others, I think, will improve our score because this is a little smaller, but it's exploding. So that's 1200 points, which then it gets me like literally 20 more points. Oh, and same Pokemon. There's an extra one in the front. Oh, on the bottom left. That's right. Okay, so that's like 130 more points. Kakuna, totally new Pokemon. Size. Pose. Oh, 1000. Okay, that's 2500 points. I didn't expect that. Zubat is going to be significantly better. I don't know what's so good about its pose though, because it's literally just flying around.
Well done.
But at least that's like 1200 more points, which I totally approve. Pikachu, yeah, this is going to be a lot better because it's got a better size, it's got the same pose. That's 200 more points. It's totally fine. Haunter, this is going to be significantly better. 220 more points and then a lot more for the pose. And it's actually got a good technique because it's in the middle of the frame because that's apparently what we want. And that should push me well over 25,000, right? So I can't imagine having to go to 30,000.
Welcome back.
Would you like to be closer with Pokemon? Oh, apples is what we get first. Well, apples also work perfectly. We can now get Snorlax and maybe Kangaskhan, and we can get Surfing Pikachu and all that kind of good stuff. So we'll be doing that next episode though, because... well, we're not that far in yet, but I want to space the episodes out a little bit, because otherwise we're literally going to be done in 3 episodes. And until the next time, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you have enjoyed this video, and let me know what you think about the whole facecam thing. I'm going to go right into recording the next episode, because I've got this whole setup, so I kind of want to make use of it while it's all set up, because I'm going to have to tear it down after not recording, because this is literally my bedroom. And I don't want to have this entire setup and everything behind me. You can see right... I don't think you can see it actually. It probably is outside of the frame I have for it in the layout. But usually everything behind me here, there's a whole lot of rubbish. And I'll push that outside the frame towards like my bed. So that's all going to go back there as soon as I'm going recording. So I'm going to record a couple episodes in a row so that it's just efficient. I'll see you all back next time though. Bye.